Hello, everybody, and welcome to Love, Peace, Harmony Live. My name is Alexia Cito, and I am so excited to be here with you today. And we are going to dive into a very special topic and meditation today. We are going to focus on the experience of the love, peace, and harmony field. So welcome, whether you're joining us now live or on the recording. And I want to shout out, especially those who may be joining us for the first time. This is the Love, Peace, Harmony Live series where we dive into topics and sharings and stories of volunteers all over the world who are sharing this message and the love, peace, and harmony field. Now, this field is comprised of the beautiful calligraphies that you see behind me, as well as the Love, Peace, Harmony song, which you heard in our intro. Now, this is not just ordinary art and music, but it activates a very special vibration, an invisible field of positive information that can align and harmonize our vibrational field with those of love, peace, and harmony. So it is entirely universal. Whatever your belief system or non-belief system, it is all welcome here. And you can learn more about this at lovepeaceharmony.org and, of course, in today's session. I am the director here at the Love, Peace, Harmony Foundation, and we want to thank you, our contributors around the world, for supporting our initiatives. As we embark on this new year, 2024, it is a very exciting time for us as we continue to undergo an evolution of the presence of love, peace, and harmony in the world. Now, we are a registered charity in the United States, so we encourage and welcome your contributions and donations that go to support our many programs. Now, we have over 200 volunteers who actually share the field, so the calligraphies and the song and meditation and community service practices, uplifting their local neighborhoods. This includes places like schools, community centers, hospitals, long-term care homes, and any areas of need where we bring this uplifting vibration to give people hope and give them a space of wellness, calmness, and a place to rejuvenate their hearts and souls. Now, we also partner with other like-hearted organizations who are offering humanitarian service. One of those you may have heard of, or if you're new to us, this may be your first time, is our collaboration with Queen Diambi from the Democratic Republic of Congo, where we are creating new clean water wells for the communities. This is very important because many of those who go to fetch the water are young women, and they actually cannot go to school. They can have really serious health conditions and travel extremely far and wide in order just to get to a place that might have some clean water, carry these big barrels and bring it back home for the village. So bringing clean water is not only empowering thousands of families, but also these young girls and young women who are now able to spend their days to go to school and to actually empower them, which, as we know, has a huge impact on our community locally, but also our world. And this is just one example. We have many others. If you look on our YouTube, you'll see some footage from our recent Ecuador trip of last year, and there is some really beautiful volunteer work happening in Ecuador, where there are schools and communities, children, families, indigenous communities from the Quechua traditions who all use the field in their ceremonies, in their daily classrooms, in their communities to bring this vibration. You may have even seen recently in the mainstream media news about what's happening in Guayaquil. And we have a beautiful group of young people, of families, and of our volunteers, Gadi, her mother Tita, and more, who are gathering everyone together online to chant the Love, Peace, Harmony song, to connect to this vibration, and to bring that vibration into the heart of the city where there is a lot of crime and devastation that is happening right now. And we have hundreds of stories from around the world that we could share with you, and you can learn more on our news section at lovepeaceharmony.org. So that's just a little sharing about the foundation as we embark on this beautiful journey ahead. And we want to take this time to really thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. And I'm excited because we will be doing a very special meditation today. Now, our next sharing and topic today is about the special day that it is in the United States, which is the Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Now, you may or may not be aware, but this just really warms my heart and is so inspiring that our founder, globally world-renowned healer, humanitarian, medical doctor in China, traditional Chinese medicine doctor in China and Canada and more, Dr. and Master Zhigang Sha, actually received from the Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative Commission an award for promoting world peace. And he received this at the United Nations headquarters in New York. This is so extraordinary because on this day that we honor Martin Luther King Jr. and his teachings and his wisdom, we also can go deeper to realize how true and how meaningful and significant his words are to this day, and how in so many ways they are very aligned with the vision of love, peace, and harmony. So one of our projects, our collaborative community efforts, is with APEC, which is an after-school care program in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States. They serve over 855 children in 13 locations. And I had the fortune to be able to go and visit last year. And can I just say it was life-altering. And it is one of our continuing long-term collaborations and partnerships that we are looking forward to sharing more with you about in this year of 2024. And one of the things that was so meaningful during that time is that I had the great pleasure and honor to attend the Martin Luther King Jr. Museum, the historic center, the King Center, where you get to, go and visit his birth home and get to go in this beautiful museum where they have this whole timeline with his quotes and his teachings and the people that, really were with him as he marched and as he walked and just what they went through. It's one thing to read quotes on a page or to listen to words in a sermon or in a talk, but to really then integrate, wow, what they would have gone through, these freedom fighters, and what he actually stood for and how relevant that is today. And so I felt called to share something with you that struck me and deep in my heart yesterday as I was preparing for today's session. And this actually comes from Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter, who is alive and well and flourishing and has a beautiful Instagram account where she shares a lot of his wisdom. And she's, I feel like, one of the most credible sources to receive his wisdom and knowledge from, because she is his kin and would have had such a profoundly close connection with him. So although I did get lots of literature, I was gifted a book. Thank you, Angie, from a beautiful, Angie's the founder of APEC Museum. And I could sit here all day and share quotes and memes and meaningful words from him. But I wanted to share words from his daughter that she posted just this week to really cause us to feel and to think about this. And before I jump into that, I just want to welcome everyone. Yes, we celebrate MLK and all peace warriors on this planet. Yes, amazing. Carmen is with us. Hello. Katarina, Carol, Gloria, Marie-Claude, Chi. So thank you, everyone, for being here. So I will share these words, and I would love for you to reflect on what it is that she is sharing. And if you do feel called to follow her, you can do so at Instagram, Bernice, BerniceAKing. And what she says is, dear politicians and political influencers, when you evoke my father this MLK Day, remember that he was resolute about eradicating racism, poverty, and militarism, war, and about corrective justice work. Don't just quote him. Encourage and enact policies that reflect his teachings. So as I sat there, looking through this book for these beautiful quotes to share, and I read this coming from her, I said, today we're going to do something different. So I wanted to make sure we receive that. And we may hear that and say, well, I'm not a politician. I'm not necessarily a political influencer, but you are someone, and we are someone, and we have a voice, and we do have an ability to impact change. Maybe it's not on a governmental level. Maybe it's not on, a huge national level. Maybe it is. Or maybe it's just within your own heart, your own consciousness. Maybe it's within your family dynamic or your own community. Because whether we realize it or not, we all are part of a community. And so I want to invite you today as we go into a practice together, and also as we go into this day and this week ahead, and the rest of our life, to think about that. Who is my community? How can I reach out to them? How can I support them? How can I support Martin Luther King's vision of a world without racism, without war, without poverty, right? And often we may be visionaries. We may think very big and then feel like, well, who am I? How can I do anything? But you are someone, and you can make a difference. And if we all do our best to just make even a smallest of changes, we can make a difference. We can make a huge impact. Because it is not just about the big shift, but it is all the little actions, decisions, shifts in our language, in our consciousness, in how we judge others, that we can create the big, big shift. So today, think about that. And this was also something while at his museum, I read this beautiful quote about the beloved community. And you can Google more about the beloved community to learn about what that means from a Kingian perspective. But I will read to you a little bit here, okay, about these philosophies, because this is really powerful. And there are 6 principles that are a part of this philosophy. So as we step into our session in this moment that has already begun, I want to invite you, if you feel called, to just close your eyes and actually receive this information, okay? So almost consider this like part of our meditation. I'll play the Love, Peace, Harmony song very low. And I'm going to read to you. These are the fundamental 6 parts of the philosophy from Dr. King of non-violence. And this is from his book, Stride Towards Freedom. Okay. So I welcome you to close your eyes and just receive this beautiful outline and maybe reflect on what is it? How does this apply to your life as well? Okay. So principle 1, non-violence is a way of life for courageous people. It is not a method for cowards, and it does not resist. It does resist. It is not a method for cowards. It does resist. It is active, non-violent resistance to evil. It is aggressive spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Principle 2. Nonviolence seeks to win friendship and understanding. The outcome of nonviolence is the creation of a beloved community. The end result of nonviolence is redemption and reconciliation. Principle 3. Nonviolence seeks to defeat injustice or evil, not people. Nonviolence recognizes that evildoers are also victims and are not evil people. The nonviolent resistor seeks to defeat evil and not the people victimized by it. Principle 4. Nonviolence holds that unearned, voluntary suffering for a just cause can educate and transform people and societies. Nonviolence is a willingness to accept suffering without retaliation, to accept blows without striking back. Nonviolence is a willingness to accept violence if necessary, but never inflict it. Nonviolence holds that unearned suffering for a cause is redemptive and has tremendous educational and transforming possibilities. And we saw that through Martin Luther King Jr. very being, everything that he went through. Principle 5. Nonviolence chooses love instead of hate. Nonviolence resists violence of the spirit as well as the body. Nonviolent love is spontaneous, unselfish, and creative. Principle 6. Nonviolence believes that the universe is on the side of justice. The nonviolent resistor has deep faith that justice will eventually win. Nonviolence believes that God is a God of justice. So you may or may not be aware that Martin Luther King Jr. was a preacher, a minister, I believe. So he, brings in God into his teachings. But you can apply that in a universal way to your own belief system and whatever it is that you connect to. So hearing this, I would love to hear a reflection from you that are watching here, or share please on the recording. What does this invoke for you? What does this cause you to feel? What does this inspire you to reflect on in your own life and how you express in your own community? I thought in my heart, one of the most beautiful things about these 6 principles is how applicable they are to our daily life. And how, when really put simply, it's a matter of looking at our communication, our beliefs, and observing, where am I perhaps being violent in a way that I'm not even aware of? And where can I bring in more love, more peace, and more harmony? Spread love, practice peace to live in harmony. Spread love, practice peace to live in harmony. So this is what I would love everyone to reflect on as we move into a short meditation practice. So wherever you are, I invite you to just close your eyes and settle into your body. Feel the weight of your body on the surface beneath you. And just join me in taking some deep breaths together. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in love. Exhale hate. Inhale peace. Exhale chaos. Breathe in harmony. Exhale disharmony. And I invite you to set an intention for the next few minutes and just let go. Set an intention to let go. Go of what is out of alignment with peace. Let go of any hate, any negativity, any thoughts, memories, emotions that are no longer serving you. Release them to the field. As we activate this message of love, peace, and harmony. Inhale the love light frequency vibration. Exhale all that is no longer serving you. Breathe in the regeneration of your cells, all the spaces in between. Exhale stagnation. And take some moments in silence. Continue to breathe in love, peace, and harmony. And exhale, let go of anything you need to. continuing to connect this message of love, peace, and harmony, I invite you to reflect. Where can I bring more love in my life? How can I practice more peace? How can I be more of a representation of harmony? Take a nice deep breath in and out. And another nice deep breath in and exhale. One more. Breathe in and exhale. Let it go. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes. See how you feel. You can do a little moving. So this was a short little pause for peace and just a way to connect to this message, to this day. And give ourselves the gift of presence, the gift of a sacred pause. So often our days are so filled, and to just give ourselves the time and the space to take this sacred pause and reflect is also an opportunity for us to observe and see what can we let go and allow for that to happen. So those of you that are on live would love to hear how you're feeling, and after this little pause for peace, and also your experience of the reflections of today, the love, peace, harmony reflections, and would love to really hear from you, your love, peace, and harmony stories, because many of you have them. So if you do have a love, peace, harmony story, please go to lovepeaceharmony.org and click news, and go to the bottom of the page and click share your story. And we are so looking forward to continuing to share more of your stories as they come in. And thank you everyone for being with us. And thank you especially to Martin Luther King Jr., to Bernice A. King, to the King Foundation for the inspiration and the incredible action for social change, social justice. And may we continue to be embodiments of that change. If there's one thing for you to take from today's session, it's that you have the power, and we all have the power to make a difference, to make a change. Focus on the baby steps, little by little, step by step. What is one action you can take today to eradicate racism, poverty, and war? Even if it's, singing the love, peace, harmony song and connecting with an organization that is taking those actions, like Love, Peace, Harmony, like the King Foundation, like many other organizations that are doing extraordinary work, find one that resonates with you and take actions to get involved. Because individually, we may be small, but collectively, we have a huge impact. And Martin Luther King Jr. is a great example that individually we can also be absolutely massive and leave a legacy of change, a legacy of love, peace, and harmony, and a pathway for the world to achieve it. Those of you that have been with us or have been following our journey for a long time know I always say, together we can, we will, and we already are creating a world of love, peace, and harmony. And you are a part of that journey. And together we are a part of that journey. So thank you for joining. Thank you, Tone. Thank you, Eileen. It's so wonderful to have you here. And thank you, everyone who shared, who's with us today, for sharing your time, your energy, your love. And as always, looking forward to being with you again next week, right here on Love, Peace, and Harmony Live. And until then, have a wonderful love, peace, and harmony week.